This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewers' discretion is advised.
We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction.
When you tell a group of lawless individuals that they have rights and privileges, what do you think is going to happen when their rights and privileges are infringed upon? They're going to commit acts of violence because they are lawless people. Man, there's just so many things that's not really a secret. There's things that they don't really talk about. The type of people which were the first people to come to America. What type of mentality and behavior did they have? Were they racist? What type of people will come to a strange land and kill off all the people unprovoked? What type of individual would do that? And in spite of the crimes which these people committed at the nation's capital, they are still trying to find ways to soften the blow. They really just don't want to come down hard on these people because look who they are. They are people in politics. They are policemen. They are firemen. They are doctors, attorneys, plumber Joes, soccer moms. But that is the problem with America. America have always given these people privileges when they knew the behavior and the mentality of these people was just uncontrollable. And now we have gotten to this point in America where these people, which you have given rights and privileges to, are now going to bite the hands that feed them. That is what they are doing. What those individuals did was treason. And for acts of treason, I thought it was a death penalty. But I have not been hearing charges like that. They're talking about misdemeanors, trespassing. You have this images of a fireman that has a fire extinguisher in his hand, which he hurls at a police officer. They're trying their best not to tie it in together. Now, a police officer ends up dead from someone hitting him with a fire extinguisher in the head. You have images of this guy throwing the fire extinguisher at officers. They just don't want to come out and say that this man did it. When white people are involved, they always try to soften those blows. They don't want to talk bad about it. Now, if you had been a black person, you'd know it off the top. And I'm ashamed at the Asians because you had this Asian cop from Houston. Well, he works in Houston. I think he's Vietnamese. That was a part of the mob up at the Capitol building. Now he has been relieved of duty, and they're talking about bringing federal charges upon him. In other words, hey man, you should have knew better. Don't get it twisted. So a lot of these people, these immigrants, want to be honorary white people. When you step out of line, they always let you know you can't do what we do, buddy. I mean, I can just, hey, recently remember white people talking about back to blue, back to blue. And now there's images of you same people beating the hell out of the blue. Had a cop at the bottom of those stairs in front of the Capitol building just beating this man down to the ground with a flag, an American flag. Imagine that. See, because for far too long, the way that you handle black people when you're arresting them, you don't handle white people like that. And then that's why white people can't understand what the problem is. Why you doing me like that? I'm not one of those black people. They can't understand it. And they know that it is wrong. But as long as it's happening to black people, hey, hey, ain't no skin off my nose. But I just want to let the white leaders of this land know that you ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. I mean, yes, we don't have the bombs and the weapons, but we realize that we don't need it because you are going to destroy yourself. You just are. I mean, hey, if you read up on history, no civilization stays on top forever. They all rise and they all fall. What makes America so special? I mean, it's not like it's a country that treats all the people well. It's a country where they have an upper class system and a lower class system. If America was so great, they wouldn't have a class system. Everyone would be living great. And you know, they have some images, because I saw some flags out there which said, blacks for Trump. Black people used to have good instincts, but some of us have seemed to lost that. And one thing black people don't do is, I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. And I just don't see what these black people are looking to gain by joining groups like that. These people don't like black people. Yeah, you can be used. Body counts. But after it's all over with, hey man, you get your nigga behind back over there. Because they really don't like you. And I seen a lot of black people that like to hang around white people. And it's a white person in the crowd that just don't like black people. And this black person has to pretend as if he doesn't hear all those slugs being thrown his way. He got to stand there with a smile on his face. I don't believe in living like that. I'm not going to try to fool you, and I'm not going to let you think that you are fooling me. And they are trying to fool people into thinking that they are going to bring on some type of serious charges against these people that went against the nation's capital. Even you have white people saying it now. Well, suppose that had been the Black Lives Matter that would have done that. What would you think would have been the response? When everyone knows the response. You can ask a 6-year-old child that question, and they'll come up with the correct response. One thing I know is how you start is how you end. And if this world, this country, this nation was formed on violence, but one thing I know is that it too will end in violence.